I decided to gather some of your favorite GTA YouTubers and answer some of your most burning questions. Who do you want us to collaborate with next? Let us know down below in those comments. Let's welcome our two special guests for today's video and get straight into it. Question 1 comes from Vexy. Do you think that GTA 6 will live up to the expectations, or do you think it'll be a letdown?
Alright, getting into the deep end straight away.
Most of these are about GTA 6, just saying.
I would imagine so, yeah.
I think it's going to live up to it. I think something that we might not expect is that it's going to be something that we can't even really think about. Like, we've never seen in a video game before. So I think that's going to add like another, a map so big. If they add like enterable interiors and stuff, I think it's going to be nuts, way past expectations.
I highly doubt it'll be a letdown, even though the expectations are already like super high. Like, I don't think there's ever been a video game with expectations this high. I still think it'll be amazing. Graphics are going to be amazing. The map is going to be huge, way bigger than GTA 5. And based on leaks, I mean, we're going to get a lot of enterable buildings and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I'm not going to be let down. There's no way.
I do think the one area in GTA 6 where it could be a letdown is not the graphics, not the map, not all like the technical features, because we know those are going to be massively improved. It's the story. Because the story is the one thing where like there hasn't been a massive improvement in terms of like quality since the last game. Like, storytelling's been roughly the same, so that could easily be a letdown if like the main game is just not great in terms of like how it plays, like in the story or the side missions or whatever. I don't think it will be, but that is the one place where Rockstar have to be like really careful, I think.
GTA 6 Online will be the main focus, even though it's gonna come out like maybe a month or two after GTA 6 itself comes out. If story does flop, I mean, you still got online there, which I have no doubt is going to be great.
I think the quality of story is important, but I also think the length of it is going to be important as well.
Agreed.
Like, if we could finish it in like 15, maybe 20 hours, I know it's a lot, but when you think about how long they've worked on it and how big of a game it's going to be, like, you'll want there to be a lot of substance.
GTA 6 needs to have at least an absolute minimum of like 50 hours of gameplay. Probably way more.
Yeah.
Probably like 100 if you're including side quests and everything.
Do you think GTA 6 Online would be boring if we don't have heaps of content from the start, like little to no money making methods, as the start of GTA 5 Online was?
There needs to be enough content that people coming over from GTA 5 aren't bored straight away, but there can't be too much, because then if there's already so much content, what can they possibly update in the future? So it's this really weird balancing game of like, do you add a shit ton of businesses at the start, or do you add heists at the start, or do you keep it pretty bare bones like GTA 5 was and then add more in the future? I'm all for, personally, keeping it pretty simple at the start. We saw GTA 5 early days how fun it was just to drive around and kill random civilians with your friends. I still think that could work in a new map and new environment for at least a month or two, and then you start adding in more stuff for the grinders and whatever.
Just the sole fact we're gonna get a huge new map is gonna carry the start of the game. And like with GTA 5 Online, the start of the GTA 5 Online era was just a bunch of funny moments and just, you know, random people doing shenanigans in GTA Online sessions and doing like Rockstar created races, which I feel like in today's world is like boring to watch. I think at the start they could keep it pretty simple. People are just gonna mess around, and then after start adding in new businesses or whatever they want.
I actually think GTA Online is going to come out a decent bit after GTA 6, and I think in that period between the story mode releasing and online releasing, I think they're going to ease us into it through GTA 5 Online.
Do you wish all three protagonists were in GTA 6?
You mean like Michael, Trevor, Franklin?
Do you wish that Michael, Trevor, and Franklin would be in GTA 6? I would not want them to be in GTA 6, just because if you're gonna make a brand new game, there's gotta be a brand new storyline to it, and I just don't think it would make sense that Michael, Trevor, and Franklin would be in Vice City all of a sudden. Maybe down the road in a future DLC in GTA 6, they could, you know, make a feature of like, I don't know, let's say for example, Michael helps do a certain mission, but I definitely want there to be a whole new storyline with new protagonists.
I think similar to you, if they were to be in it, it would be a cameo. I think the most realistic way to integrate any of them into the story is Franklin with his like business that he has in the contract DLC that he helps with like celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
Miami's a big celebrity hub. It would make sense if maybe whether in the main story or in the online, Franklin's company expands to Florida, and then you help him there as well. If they want to continue doing the agency type stuff, that could work.
I could see Michael having a Florida home or like a Florida beach house. And then I could also see Trevor being like a crazy Florida man, you know, like move there at some point. And personally, I wouldn't want them in the GTA 6 story. I prefer it to be like a clear separation because we could always just go back and play GTA 5, you know, and enjoy those characters there and then keep everything Lucia and I think it's Jason for GTA 6.
Can all three of you do a challenge on a brand new account and see who could get the most money in like 2 hours or something?
I don't really know.
Would you guys want to do that?
I don't know if it's worth it because I just win.
Okay, relax.
Okay. Trash talk.
Mr. Moneymaker.
Trash talk is already starting. I would dust you guys.
I would not dust you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be the humble one. Next question is a juicy one, and I think, Dan, you're gonna have a lot to say about this one. Do you think GTA 6 should have the Oppressor Mark II in it?
No. I don't care about the griefing. I haven't experienced it that much. Sure, it's annoying, but it's a game where you rob, do drugs and shit. Like, who cares if you get killed by other people? It's expected. The reason why I don't like the Oppressor is that it kind of makes every other vehicle in the game completely irrelevant for like getting around the map. Like, if you want to be efficient, nothing else makes sense to use. Even jets, because it takes too long to land and get up. Regular bikes and cars. If you're trying to be efficient, there's no point using anything else, and I think it just ruins the game in that sense.
Specifically talking about the release of the game, I definitely don't want to see any flying bikes in GTA 6. I think, like with GTA 5 Online, they should keep it pretty simple at the start. Not include any flying bikes or deluxos or just any super overpowered vehicles. I mainly just want to see like, you know, civilian vehicles with some good supercars and stuff like that, not Oppressor Mark IIs.
The only things at the start that should have like weapons would be like a tank, a jet, and then maybe an attack helicopter.
Question is, will they have a military base in GTA 6? This isn't a question. This is just something I'm wondering.
They'll have some sort of
Yeah.
restricted area. Like in GTA 4, it was the airport you got cops for going into. You got the prison and military base.
Florida does have the NASA space station or whatever you want to call it. Will we have a space station in GTA 6 because it's Leonida? You know, Florida?
Will we be able to go to space? That would be crazy.
What if for like the big heist, you know how in GTA 5 we got Cayo Perico to go to like this island? What if in GTA 6 we go to the space station, fly to the moon, and then we have a finale heist on the moon?
What the fuck are we stealing?
Yeah.
Rocks?
Nah, El Rubio's got his own compound set up there.
Oh yeah.
No, we could have okay, not the moon. Let's be on Mars, and then we have like gunfights with like laser gunfights with aliens on there to take over Mars.
And that's where we get the Oppressor Mark III.
Oh. Congratulations on unlocking the Oppressor Mark III. Very light, $25 million in the Warstock Cash and Carry website.
Yep, it has auto aim and can teleport throughout the map.
Yeah, up and atomizer guns on the front of it as well.
Bro, with the space station on the map, they can actually make the most ridiculous game-breaking vehicles ever. Do you think GTA 5 will be dead after GTA 6 releases? Definitely 95% of players will move on to GTA 6, eventually more than 95%, but I still think there's going to be a small community of players still in GTA Online sessions.
Like, there's still people that play San Andreas and GTA 4 all the time. And especially if that thing happens where GTA 6 Online feels underwhelming in terms of content to people, you could easily see people go back to GTA 5 Online.
I wouldn't even be surprised if we see the amount of players go up with GTA 6. Because people probably haven't played the game in quite some time, especially if you were someone who played it back in 2013 to like 2015 and have stopped since. People might want to go back, replay the story, replay online.
I don't think people realize how much we're actually gonna miss GTA 5 and like the map and the characters and all that. Because I don't know about you, but after GTA 6 comes out, I'm definitely gonna hop back on GTA 5 just to see how it is every once in a while, because I'm gonna miss the map. Like, the map especially is an absolute masterpiece, and I'm definitely gonna miss the game despite all the Oppressor Mark IIs and, you know, all the complaining that the GTA community does. It's still an amazing game.
Yeah, well, I think Two of the
Yeah.
biggest examples of this happening is one in Call of Duty. Whenever a new game comes out, people play it for a couple of months, then say it's shit and go back to the old game. That happens all the time. And then with
I hope
like,
it doesn't happen with GTA 6, God forbid.
probably not, but like people like even if the newer CODs are good, people still play like a Modern Warfare 2 from 2008. People still play Black Ops 2 all the time.
What was your favorite mission in the whole of GTA 5? So I'm guessing this is both story mode and online. So if you had to pick one mission, I'll say in the original heist, the prison break heist finale was amazing. I really enjoyed that one.
I only have traumatic memories from that. Favorite mission? I don't know.
Yeah.
Recently, I've really enjoyed. I only just completed the Doomsday Heist for the first time, like a couple of months ago. So the Doomsday Heist Act 3 finale is really good.
Is that the one where you end in the observatory?
Yeah.
The mission that stands out the most is I think it's the first heist with in the story mode where you steal jewelry from the jewelry store. When I played it first as a kid, like it felt like the first time that I was actually pulling off a true heist. I just thought it was cool to be the jewelry robber.
Yeah.
So,
It is one of the more realistic heists in the whole game. Like, you could see that happening. It's very rare you see something like the Doomsday Heist happen in real life.
Will there be anything from the current account that can be transferred over, like character, stats, clothing, or cars into GTA 6?
No. Please, no.
no.
I think
No.
I've said before, if anything gets transferred, it needs to be like a trophy in your apartment for like getting to a certain level in GTA 5. Nothing that you can actually use.
Right. I think you
Yeah.
should get just like a simple piece of clothing as like, you know, a thank you from Rockstar for playing GTA 5. I'm kind of surprised how many people actually think that there could be a chance that we're going to get our progress transferred over. Like, no, it's a completely different game. We're going to get everything reset. We're going to start from zero.
Well, I think from a business perspective, like Take-Two and Rockstar, you wouldn't want to give people any kind of like monetary advantage or
Yeah.
whatever at the beginning of the game, because then you can't sell shark cards or whatever it may be.
Do you think that GTA 6 police will be able to only arrest you, unlike in GTA 5?
It would be cool to have the mechanic of being arrested, but I don't know how that would actually play out when it comes to a game, because then like what, do you have to wait 20 real life minutes to get out of jail or whatever it may be? I feel like that might break up the flow or be a little bit too realistic. So I think maybe you get taken to jail and maybe you get like a fine or a very short period of time where you're in jail, but I don't think it's going to be like too realistic.
This is a complete prediction, but I'm thinking that in GTA 6 they might have 6-star wanted levels because it's the 6th game. Could make sense. So maybe they have a system where if you get caught by cops when you have 3 stars or less, you get arrested, and when you get caught with 4 stars or more, you get killed. And if you get killed, you lose a certain amount of money based on some sort of algorithm. And if you get jailed, you lose half of that amount. So it's a risk game you play. If you have a high amount of wanted levels, you really need to escape, otherwise you'll lose more money.
I don't really know why we don't have the arrest animation in GTA 5, because they had it in GTA 4, I remember,
Yeah.
playing as like Nico Bellic. And I think if you do get arrested, maybe you just respawn at the police station, which could be definitely pretty annoying for some people depending on what you're doing, but
If you're doing a crime in a game, if you say rob someone's handbag that may be a mechanic in the next game, it's so unrealistic for a cop to literally kill you for that. It's insane. Well, maybe American cops, I don't know. But it's a bit ridiculous to get killed for something like that. Whereas if you kill 25 cops and 50 civilians, yeah, fair enough, shoot me dead. It makes sense to have distinction on like the crime.
it would actually be super cool if the NPC cops are intelligent enough to determine whether the crime you committed actually is worth killing you or not. Because I don't know, like you punch a pedestrian and then all of a sudden you have cops shooting you for that. Like,
Or maybe even to take it one step further, if they could tell if we're like going to shoot them or pointing at them, because that would be a threat, they could kill us, right? I could also see the fines for getting caught increasing. So if you've committed one crime, got caught, let's say it's like $5,000, but if you've got caught 4 times in like 1 hour, one real life hour, maybe the fine increases to like 100 grand to deter people from recurring.
if you get arrested with a 1-star, you get fined like $100. If you get arrested with like 4 stars, you get fined like $5,000.
Or you could have it as higher amounts,
Yeah.
but also have the inverse. So if you get caught with 6 stars, if that's in the game, it's a $100,000 fine. But if you manage to escape 6 stars, you get $100,000.
That would be hands down the best money method in the game, to get 100,000 bucks for losing the cops.
Yeah, they need to obviously work out a way to not make it too fucking easy.
Do y'all think that our characters will be able to poop?
I hope not.
Yeah, no, seal the arsehole shut.
They'll have like a blurred animation of our characters with like a newspaper on the toilet. Do you think GTA 6 will feature the crazy stunt races that GTA 5 has? I hope on release of GTA 6 Online, they'll have the community races and not just Rockstar created ones. Because I don't know about you, but the vast majority of fun stunt races are created by the community and not by Rockstar, so I really hope so.
Yeah, they had it at the start of GTA 5 as well. They had like the map creator. For the better part of like 8 years, all I did in GTA was just play races, and they're so fun. So I really hope they just bring that back straight away.
When it comes to like customization, I think it would be cool if they could allow us to like customize a home, like to decorate a home and design it and then sell it
Like
as a
Sims.
business in the game.
Oh, God.
So yeah, so like the better home that you create, the more people want to buy it, and you actually generate like some passive money off that. Do you think they're gonna add a feature where there's an airport and you're able to travel to other cities?
I hope so. That's the smart idea, I think.
If the game is big enough, yes, but I don't know what they could do. Like, would they literally integrate a whole Liberty City into the game? Like, this game would be like 500 gigabytes if they would have multiple maps. Regardless though, I really hope they have some sort of like interior design feature where we could actually customize our homes.
And a slight other tangent from that whole like making money from house ideas, I hope they add more money-making methods that are non-illegal. I think it'd be cool to be able to make a complete income doing completely legal things like selling houses.
Like, be a cop.
Yeah.
Or have businesses that can either be legal, like you could either run a legal nightclub, or you could run like a money laundering scheme for a cartel or something. So you get the choice between the two, so that they don't have to create as like double the amount of businesses.
Well, similar to like GTA Story, just being able to buy a property and get like the revenue off of that. If you buy like a apartment block and you just get passive income every in-game day or something, I think that'd be great as well.
You could be like a landlord for multiple properties and then you just get passive income. That's sick. Do you think GTA 6 will have unique cars, or will most of them be from GTA 5? If I had to say it in percentages, I'd say maybe like 65% of the cars will be from GTA 5, and then they'll have about 35% completely new.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be new in the sense that they'll have new updated models and maybe will drive a bit different, but like people need to realize cars in game are based off real life cars, and there's not that many new cars always coming out. So there's always going to be a Dodge Charger. There's always going to be a Bugatti Veyron. Like, they're just going to be in the game. The new cars will just be ones they either haven't done before, or like sometimes they create these kind of new cars that are hybrids.
And I think we saw it in trailer 1 of GTA 6 where we saw a lot of familiar cars, but we saw a couple of new ones, so I think it's gonna follow that trend of mostly from GTA 5, but also some new ones. GTA 5 already has hundreds of cars in it, so do you think GTA 6 will sell the most copies than any other video game ever? I think it's an easy yes.
No.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No,
I want to hear why.
I think Minecraft will stay on top. GTA 195 million, Minecraft 300 million. But the thing is with GTA 5, obviously Minecraft had this a bit as well, but with GTA 5, the copies came on the Xbox 360 and PS3, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. So that's so many different consoles. People have like I've bought GTA 5 like 10 times probably.
I think it will be the most sold video game of all time if it actually lives up to the hype of it, because if it flops, then not nearly as many people are gonna buy it. If it doesn't surpass Minecraft in the first year of the game, it might take maybe 5 years for it, but eventually, if the game is as good as we think it's gonna be, then I think it will be the biggest of all time, the most sold, I should say.
I think if it's just the story mode that's good, then I don't see that happening. But I think in the long run, if they could build GTA 6 online like they built GTA 5 online, I think for sure in the long run it could reach that.
Do you think GTA 6 will have destructive buildings? As we saw in the leaks, which I'd like to think is true, we're gonna have a lot more enterable buildings than in GTA 5 for the buildings to actually be affected if you fly a plane into them or like drive a car into them. It would make the game way more realistic, and I hope they do that. But it does make you think, how would that even work?
I was gonna say, imagine like getting to your agency and some guy flies into it with a Raiju. It's like it doesn't really add up on how would you even enter your building at that point.
I think it would only
Oh,
be
I see.
aesthetic. It's not like if you enter a build, it's like it's not like if someone drives into the building, like you can't enter it anymore. I think like you would still be able to enter it, but aesthetically from the outside, it's destroyed.
No, I think as Logan
That'd
was
be
saying,
interesting.
the computing power of completely destructible buildings in a map that big just isn't going to be realistic. It won't be able to handle a map of that size where everything can be destructed. Because imagine Grief is going in and just blowing up every building on the map. Think of how many particles and elements is going to be.
It would
on
look
the
like a
building.
zombie apocalypse, bro, when you join an online session every time.
I just don't think it would be realistic. I think there'll be a lot more destructible, smaller structures. Like in GTA 5, there's like bus stop, like seating areas that you can't destroy. I think those things will probably be more destructible, but like proper buildings, I don't think so.
Not GTA 6 related, but what inspires you to keep going and not stopping with amazing content that you guys make? Thank you, user DD9VM8ZZ8T.
I appreciate the kind words.
I was gonna go last because my main reason's a bit cynical. I have other reasons, of course, but the main reason is that I don't want to be homeless. So I keep making content.
That's so valid.
It's a valid reason, man.
That's so valid, and honestly, same. I don't want to be homeless, and I want to just have a job that I enjoy doing.
Yeah, like I worked a
Yeah.
9 to 5 job for a little bit, and I can't stand it. I know there's a lot of people that obviously deal with like ADHD and other reasons. I don't know exactly what my problem is with it, but I just can't do it. I get so tired out from it. I have no energy left.
Thanks so much to Lankman Dan and LKG for taking part in this video. The links to their channels will be down below in the description if you want to go check them out. This has been Hakiii. That has been Dan. That has been LKG. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.